Human self-reflection is the capacity of humans to exercise introspection and the willingness to learn more about their fundamental nature, purpose, and essence. The earliest historical records demonstrate the great interest which humanity has had in itself. Human self-reflection invariably leads to inquiry into the human condition and the essence of the humankind as a whole. Human self-reflection is related to the philosophy of conscientiousness, the topic of awareness, conscience in general, and philosophy of mind. Prehistoric times. Prehistoric notion about the status of humanity may be guessed by the etymology and ancient words for man. Latin homo, pi, means of the earth, earthing, probably in opposition to celestial beings, means low-eyed, again probably contrasting with a divine perspective. Ancient Orient. From the 3rd millennium, Old Kingdom of Egypt believed in the eternal afterlife of the human. K.A. is documented. From the earliest times, man made out a claim of dominance of humanity alongside radical pessimism because of the frailty, and brevity of human life. Classical antiquity. Protagoras made the famous claim that man is the measure of all things, of what is, that it is, of what is not, that is not. Socrates gave the definition of human as featherless bipeds. More serious is Aristotle's description of a man as the communal animal. Middle Age. The dominant worldview of medieval Europe, as directed by the Catholic Church, was that human existence is characterized by sin, and that its aim should be the prepare for divine judgment after death. The 30th century people, Innocent III, wrote about the essential misery of the early existence in his On the Misery of the Human Condition, a view that was disputed by, for example, Iannoso Manetti in his treatise on human dignity. Renaissance. A famous quote of Shakespeare's Hamlet, expressing the contrast of human physical beauty, intellectual faculty, and ephemeral nature. What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action how like an angel, in oppression how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, and yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Modern era. The Enlightenment was driven by a renewed conviction that, in the words of Immanuel Kant, man is distinguished above all animals by his self-consciousness, by which he is a rational animal. In the 19th century, Karl Marx defined man as laboring animal, animal laborans, in conscious opposition to this tradition. In the early 20th century, Sigmund Freud dealt a serious blow to positivism by postulating that a human behavior is to a large part controlled by the unconscious mind. Comparison to other species. Various attempts have been made to identify a single behavioral characteristic that distinguishes humans from all other animals. Many anthropologists think that readily observable characteristics to makeup and language are based on less easily observable mental processes that might be unique among humans. The ability to think traits become prevalent. They might not be restricted to the species Homo sapiens and the extinct species of the Homo genus, believed to also have been adept tool makers and may also have had linguistic skills. In learning, environment's reflection is an important part of the loop to go through in order to maximize the utility of having experience. Rather than moving on to the next task, we can review the process and outcome of the task, and with the benefit of a little distance, we can reconsider what the value of the experience might be for us and for the context was part of.